Arizona State Attorney Terry Godar's office. This is a guy that has ambitions about being a governor. I don't think he's the right person to be a governor, especially if you look at his track record in regards to what he's done as a state attorney. You'll find out basically he let all the American corporations do whatever they want to just about anybody. He only tries to do things to grandstand himself, and he wants to be governor? Governor what? I gave this complaint to Terry in the parking lot, probably about 3 months ago, way over there. I handed it to him. It had a DVD. It's the same DVD that Ron Bloom and Stephen Chu has in Washington. Okay? So it wasn't just... Are you guys supporting violence against women and children? Are you guys supporting violence against women and children? Are you supporting violence against women and children? Are you supporting violence against women and children on public sidewalks? Rubenstein. The more you know about the Carlyle Group, the more you don't want to know about the Carlyle Group. If you look at some of the things that they've been involved in regards to our U.S. government and some of the things that they've been involving themselves in regards to the destruction of mankind, the Carlyle Group's right there, anything for profits. But anyhow, this is David Rubenstein. He's a very powerful man in the Carlyle Group. He supports the attack on the women and children. But what I got news for you, Mr. David Rubenstein, the Bell Road on Arizona in Peoria, it's not the Gaza Strip. And Max Cohen, because he's a Jew, doesn't have a definitive right to attack and assault women and children, Mr. Rubenstein. And I don't care how many Jews you know. Here comes Gotti. Debbie, Gotti, you look on the sidewalk, forget them. Here comes Gotti. Hey, aren't you the guy that works for John? He's over here, forget them. Hey! What happened? He's hit me! He's hit me!
Call the cops!
Film it!
911!
No, you didn't! You came running after me! You did that! You come running after me!
Tell her to do it! Tell her to do that! Tell her to do that!
Get on your knees!
Tell her to do that!
Did you get him, Debbie? Did you get him?
Did you see that? I tripped on
Get out there! Here we are at the Arizona State Attorney Terry Godar's office. This is a guy, some of the faces of the Carlyle Group and the board members of the General Motors. In particular, as you can see, you'll see Mr. Rubenstein on the left, the Carlyle Group. He supports the violence against the women and children. Sorry, I thought I informed you earlier. It's not Gaza. Anyhow, the other gentleman, Henry R. Kravis, he's a board member of the General Motors. He received information in regards to it. He supports the attack on the women and children. As long as it wasn't his, he wasn't no concern. And then Stephanie Stevens Schwartz, he supports the attack on the women and children because this is the protocol of what Auto Nation's power is. This pimp has got everyone bribed from Washington to Florida, all the legislators all buy cars, and the governor, and the people in the White House. They all buy from Auto Nation, and they're all holding this piece of shit pimp up, Wayne Hayazia, the cocksucker in fucking Florida, and Mike Jackson, and they're all going to hold him up all the way to Michigan when it might be 30% unemployment this winter. These motherfuckers don't care. Look at them. See how fucking evil they are. Listen, Conway, I'm sorry, Wayne Hayazia and his piece of shit pimp Mike Jackson brung this to you. But you don't give a shit. You're not really an American. None of these people are Americans. All they are is about money. And if you go look at their profiles, they want people to know how much money they have. But anyhow, Mr. Conway, you're aware of the assault and attack that Dan Ackerman is supporting. Remember, one of your people that works for you gets $50,000 of taxpayers' money. It's a 60% owned American company, Mr. Conway. You don't own it, and Dan Ackerson doesn't either. Neither does Fritz. But anyhow, as far as the violence on the women and children, you support it, you condone it, and the Carlyle Group is behind it. And Mr. Ullman has already told me it didn't matter to him that this video get posted. He told me, that's right, that's the Jewish snitch in the media. the media department, all the corporations have these little snitch. They're little rats they send around to collect data and information. They're just the rats, the corporate snitches, because most of these men don't have the balls to face up to anything that they do in their life or their corporations. They hide behind women that lie for them on telephones. Come on, be a man. Get some fucking balls. Oh, that's right. You're so wealthy you don't have to have balls. Know how many billions they're worth. He's worth 2-point-some billion too. But anyhow, he supports the violence against women and children. He's not really an American. He's an Italian. And by the way, Dan, your Italians were there. The manager that was clapping in the golf cart that came out there the first day to scare us, to run us down, his name was Zamorino. The Italians were there. And another person that was speaking for the great Italian people, his name was John Gotti. He's the big fat guy that wanted everyone to know that Nation supports mobsters from the old Italian mob. But anyhow, this guy's not an American. He's nothing, another corporate piece of shit. And Wayne Hayazia said, suck his cock. That everyone needs to go down to Florida and suck his cock along with Mike Jackson's AutoNation. Because that's what they want. Because Fritz is sucking his cock. His whole state's in turmoil. The imports that destroyed the entire country. But everyone's going to suck Mike Jackson's cock? Go on down there and get some, Mr. Italiano. Coming after me! Look out! Come on! Get away! Sick too, man. You know, you should open an account up at Chase or Bank America. I don't think they have anything like that. Oh, man, he's sick.
God, look at that!
Oh
my God!
Look at
What's it say?
Oh, God!
Oh, man! Oh, yeah!
So what do we have to do to restore confidence? I think when you look at what the government has articulated that they would like us.
I was a civil rights attorney for many years. I can't believe Henderson didn't clean up that mess in regards to that YouTube video, When Car Dealers Attack or When Car Dealers Attack 2. We can't have General Motors
show me another company.
This world can take you by the hand.
3.5 months later, at the Arizona State of Financing here. This is run by the governor. Governor knows what this is. Remember, this is a fraudulent contract. Here's a letter that I'm going to drop off here, which is in Washington. Okay. Anyhow, Sheriff of Arizona. Hi, Joe. You want to do an interview for When Car Dealers Attack? There's a file at Andrew Thomas's office in regards to federal cover-up fraud. There's also a file at the U.S. Department of Justice and the Secretary of Energy, Stephen Chu. Joe, apparently another media company has come up here. There's my sign. When Car Dealers Attack. Remember, this is an assault on women and children. This is an assault on the American Constitution. This is an assault on every soldier that lost a limb or a life, or a grieving mother or father in America. This is what this assault's on. It's not just about General Motors and AutoNation. It's about a hell of a lot more. It's about us as Americans. And there's Channel 3. This is a network that claims they're the family. Which family are they in? Well, it's the Florida motherfucker. The Florida cocksucker. There he is, Mr. AutoNation. This guy's a garbage man. He kind of looks like a garbage man. They're all holding this motherfucker up. This piece of shit, okay? They all love him. Isn't it amazing that you could be a cocksucker and an all-out piece of shit and that many corporate people will rally around your ass? Well, all the people at the Carlyle Group in the beginning of these clips, all go over there and suck this man's cock and have Mike Jackson hold your head. All right? Have him hold your head. And maybe you can videotape it and send it to Fritz Henderson.
Talk to you about the federal recall. The Department of Transportation National Highway Safety Administration.
The problem is I could care less about the big three. I'm only hoping that the banks will free up money so I can sell Japanese cars. I could care less about the American car dealerships. And the guys in Detroit are punks. They don't deserve to have any money, and they don't deserve to have the dealerships.
No!